Hi there everyone and welcome to Classic Reviews. Today we will be reviewing a greatest hit CD by the British blues rock band Free. Now I just want to say the sad thing about this band is you can count on one hand the amount of years they were around for, but they were very successful in the few years of them being an active band. Simon Kirke was the drummer and the bassist Andy Fraser also played piano. I suppose the two main band members you think of with Free are the late great guitarist Paul Kossoff, who is a legendary guitarist who unfortunately died on a flight at the young age of 25. And you think of the highly influential soulful singer that is Paul Rodgers, who has since gone on to do many great things like Bad Company, his solo stuff, singing with Queen. And after Free split up, both The Doors and Deep Purple wanted Paul Rodgers as their singer. So this CD came out in 2012, and the inside, if I can get it out, and I can't be bothered to get it out, but the inside of the front cover does tell you everything you need to know about the band, as is the case with most greatest hits CD. And the track list is not in chronological order. As I will explain, the CD starts off with two of their strongest songs first, and it does feature a mixture of both well-known and lesser-known songs. So the first song we hear is the all-time classic that made Free the household legendary band that they went on to become. It's the song called All Right Now. This song is from their breakthrough third album called Fire and Water that was released in June 1970. The version here on this greatest hit CD is the full-length album version that is about 5.5 minutes long. Now, the song All Right Now was huge at the time. Huge. And it is without doubt one of the greatest rock songs of all time. The second song on this CD is another great song, and it's called Wishing Well. This song is from their sixth and last album called Heartbreaker that was released in early 1973. And this song was the band's last big hit before they split up. The song does have a bit of an angry tone to it, with the lyrics being about a heavy drug user who has one foot in the grave, or wishing well rather. The third song on this CD is another one of Free's high charting songs, and it's the song called My Brother Jake. The song charted well when it came out in the spring of 1971, and the song is written as a sentiment to the Jamaican reggae singer Horace Faith, who was friends with Free's bassist Andy Fraser at the time. This is a nice, easily listening song with a hell of a vocal from Paul Rodgers, and it's a lighter song compared to the first two songs we hear on this CD. The fourth song is called The Hunter. This is a cover of a blues song by Albert King, who's regarded as one of the greatest blues guitarists. This cover is from Free's debut album, which is called Tons of Sobs, that was released in 1969, and this cover was a mainstay of their live concerts. Staying on the debut album for the fifth song on this CD, it's their first small hit called I'm a Mover. This is one of the shortest songs on this CD, being under 3 minutes long. This is a very well put together, slower, mid-tempo, heavier blues rock song where you can hear everything, from the thumping drums and the prominent bass line to some great guitar work from Paul Kossoff, and of course Paul Rodgers soothingly wailing away at the front. The sixth song on this CD is the song Little Bit of Love. This is the shortest song on this CD, being just over 2.5 minutes long, and it's from the Free at Last album that was released in May 1972. Main thing to say about the song really is that it has a catchy hook and a more relaxed production. Going back to the debut album for the seventh song, and it's called Walk in My Shadow. This, I think, is one of the lesser known songs on this CD, and it does feature some great musicianship and singing. For track number 8, we go to the iconic Fire and Water album, and it's the song called Mr. Big. This is one of the longer songs on this CD, being around the 6 minute mark. And like I said before, there is a lot of great musicianship on this slower tempo song. Song number 9 is the title track from their final album, Heartbreaker. This pain-ridden song is the longest song of this CD, being over 6 minutes long. This is quite a powerful song with a deep as in the emotion, deep performance from Paul Rodgers, as well as great guitar work from Paul Kossoff, whose drug issues were bad at this point. It also features some great organ work from their then new keyboard player John Rabbit Bundrick too. Track 10 is the song Stealer, which is from their fourth album, Highway. Main thing to really say about this strutting song is that this was meant to be the follow-up track to their big hit, All Right Now. So they wanted to keep that momentum going, I guess, but unfortunately, this single didn't even chart in the UK, but it did reach number 49 in the USA. Track number 11 is a hypnotic live performance of the song Be My Friend. This is quite a serious and weighty song that's off Highway album, and I assume this version you hear is off the free live album that was released in the middle of 1971. Must say, this song is a tight performance from the band, and Paul Rodgers is really giving a deep hypnotic performance on this live track. Track 12 is the opening track of their self-titled second album that was released in 1969. The song is called I'll Be Creeping, and this classic track is a funkier bluesy number driven by Andy Frazier's prominent bass line. Track 13 is another album opener. The song is called Catch a Train, and it opened their fifth album titled Free at Last, which came out in 1972. The song is a heavy blues number that's similar to their earlier stuff, compared to the rest of the Free at Last album, where you can tell they've evolved their sound. For track 14, we go back to their self-titled second album for its closing track, titled Morning Sad Morning. This is a haunting acoustic song that, as well as featuring depressing type lyrics about a breakup, there is some prominent flute playing featured in the song too. Track number 15 is a live BBC session performance from 1970, and it's the title track from their legendary Fire and Water album. The song Fire and Water, like the song Wishing Well, is one of Free's best songs. This album opening title track is a driven, bluesy, mellow rocker, and both the original studio recording and this live performance are great. Track number 16 is another live performance, and it's the song Ride on Pony, which is originally from the Highway album. The live version that you hear on this greatest hit CD is from the Free Live album. This is a spot-on live performance of this rather groovy song, featuring a hell of a vocal performance from Paul Rodgers. Track 17 is from their final studio album Heartbreaker, and it's the rather long titled Come Together in the Morning. This song is a moody slow rocker that sort of reflects the mood of the band at the time really, with what was going on with Paul Kossoff at the time and all that really. The second to last song of this CD is the opening track of the Highway album, and it's called The Highway Song. This song features a nice mid-paced piano and drum shuffle, and sort of gives off lazy summer day vibes, really. And the lyrics seem to loosely talk about farming. The last song of this CD is from the Free at Last album, and it's the song titled Travelling Man. Not a lot I can think of to say about this song, really, apart from the fact that it's a classic early sounding Free song. So overall, this is a nice CD to listen to, and I just want to say that rock music wouldn't be the same without this band. The song All Right Now personally I think is a revolutionary rock song that has got to be one of the greatest rock songs of all time. Another reason I say that rock music wouldn't be the same without Free is that this band launched the career of Paul Rodgers, who has gone on to be one of the best and most influential rock singers of all time. Also about Free, we may not have had the Bad Company, who were very successful in the 1970s. So that's it for this classic CD review. Please like, subscribe, leave a nice little comment below, hit the bell for notifications, and please check out my other CD reviews as well, and the playlist I've created. Cheers.